Hi YouTube, it's Clint with Blue Tech. Today we're gonna go do a couple jobs. First off, we're loading up here at Tech. We're gonna load up accumulator for a 980 cat loader, and then go to site, install that. And then after that, we're gonna go to another site and put in a reversing fan for hydraulic on a 323 cat excavator next gen. So come along. A little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. Okay, stop there, go down a bit. Yeah, better get this on. Okay. No, you're good. Straps on the pallet. It works in our schedule to come back later, or is there a better day to come back at? I'll talk to them and let them know. So rolled up on site here, got the laydown of what I needed to do, and turns out they had some other damage happen in a matter of like maybe 10 minutes I was here. They blew a drive shaft on one of their other loaders, so now they have to use the loader I was going to work on to go and do the stuff that they were going to do with the other loader. So this one is put on hold for right now, and we're going to go on to number 2. As they would say, I'm so good at that. You see a machine looks at me and it fixes itself. It's the field poppy way. You get nothing but me chewing. This is very obnoxiously just. First job, as you heard, didn't pan out, so we're at our second job of the day so far. It's half past a freckle. No, we're gonna do a reversing fan, electric reversing fan for an a 323 cat. We had Zach out here last to diagnose it and determined that the fan was faulty, so we're just gonna unbolt the old one, bolt the new one back in. Hopefully it's that easy. Never goes that easy, but yeah, do that and then go from there and see what happens. Are you on? So we've located the fan of what we needed to replace, but I'm just gonna verify the diagnosis first before we go ahead and replace the fan and find out it's actually another one. So in here, you got a set of 5 electronic fans that most dealers now or brands will run a similar kind of setup on their cooling package. Less horsepower taken out of the engine to run a fan, but yada yada yada, all that other technical engineering crap. So from what I found, or from what Zach told me, was it's this fan right here that needs to be replaced. So I'm just gonna verify and make sure that there's no other code that comes up. Apparently there was like a hydraulic filter restriction code. So underneath the cameraman's feet is a plate, and then it has a filter head on top, and on top of that filter head, I think that's how they run them. They have a sensor on there that similar to an air intake, like your engine air filter, has like one of those little restrictor balls on the bottom, and you click it and it opens up the restriction and then it resets it, all that kind of crap. Has something similar to that on this, but it is electronic. So it just connects in and it tells you if you have restriction in your hydraulic filter or not. So we're gonna run it up, we're gonna check that. If that turns out good and then that says is the fan, then we'll replace the fan, which we saw on the back of the truck there, and then throw it in, test it, verify it, say ya later kind of deal. No spinny on the fast spinny wheel. Ain't no worky, I fixy. Look at that! Look at that! Oh yeah, you see that? Look at that. She's solid. Oh, I freed her up. It's like your mom and dad's bed. Okay, I'll go grab the other one. The only difference is this one spins freely, whereas this one... the bed. Hopefully that fixes the problem. And just slides back in like nothing ever happened. I think. What am I hitting? What's it? Something's not right. What the heck? It's supposed to fit like a glove. Oh, there you go. Forgot to grab zap straps from the truck. There we go. Put a support strut right in the way where you need to work. Okay, that's done. That's good, that's good, that's good. Always good to be working with a head on a swivel when you're doing, especially going to new customers or reoccurring customers. We always like to work with a head on a swivel just to see what else is going on around it. Prevent them from having a major failure or downtime. At Blue Tech, we don't like to have customers down, you know. Try to get them up as quick as possible so they can make money. But everything's looking good. Let's go test it. Let's test this thing. Spinny, spin, spin, spun, spun. Woo-hoo, yeah! No coats. I think we're groovy. Another thing about working at a garbage dump, you work for like 5 minutes and it looks like you've been working all day. Yeah, the last time I was at this, I think it was this machine, or they have sister machines, like two of the same machines, identical setup. I think they're even like a couple, like 1 or 2 numbers off of each other. I can't remember. They were having thumb activation issues, so they would like go really fast in the retract, was really slow on the extend. And they had a bucket cylinder explode on, or not explode, but like self-destruct on the inside, and pulled the valve out, the relief valve for that circuit, and they had like chunks of metal the size of like little rocks, little pebbles inside of it. So I pulled it all apart, cleaned it all up, put it back together, and it was working fine. So always like to check this stuff out. Make sure we're all good. Everything seems fine. Do a quick little run up on it. Yeah, it's back to work for now. We got some other things we gotta do to it yet still. Got a cutting edge to flip, and then we'll change out that sensor another day. Hopefully it comes today. If it doesn't, then that's another day problem. It's the joys of it all, is you go and you want to fix something and get it back to work right away. I mean, in this case, it's back to work, but you're always waiting for parts. Always waiting. So, that's okay. It's the nature of the beast. Gives me some downtime. But, see what else we got going on. I'm talking to my armpit. It's a go for lunch. Lunchtime, let's go. Let's pack up and get out of here. Job number, is it 3? I think it's 3. Job number 3 for the day. Kind of came up last minute. Parts came in for one of the jobs that I started earlier on in the week, or last week. And had to come in to finish it up to see if we can continue on our diagnostics on this issue. Customer complaint was it's got a bunch of after treatment codes. They pulled the DPF off and they replaced the canister, replaced the DPD sensor from what he was telling me. And ever since they did that, he's been having issues. The other day what I found was one of the fittings on the DPF canister that goes from the DPF to the DPD sensor, or the differential pressure sensor, was like the threads were all stripped out on it, so it wasn't actually sealing properly. I'm thinking that might be related to why they're having these after treatment codes in the first place, but we can't guarantee anything until the line's changed and yada yada yada. It's been a around this afternoon for it. When they have a different, you'll see up when we get up top there, but this is the factory tube that's supposed to be in the on the machine, but you'll see when we get up there they have a different line in there, and it's really confusing sometimes when customers try to do these kind of quick repairs or whatever, and they change a bunch of stuff, and then you go order parts and then find out that you ordered the wrong part, but you really didn't order the wrong part. It's just they changed stuff, and that's what I'm dealing with right now. So the other day when I was here, changed the fitting out. This is the tube that's supposed to be right here. As you can see, they have a little rubber tube that goes here, and then they have something similar to this on the other side going to the sensor. When I changed the fitting out, I have the fitting somewhere too in the truck, but the threads were all ripped off on both sides. The side that were on the canister side, they were all rusted out, ripped out. I was able to repair those threads to be able to get a new fitting into that. But try to go replace the JIC side of that fitting. I don't know if you can get a close-up of that there, camera guy. You can see inside all the threads are all mushed over. I tried thinking it was just like rusted out threads inside there, so I tried picking her out and spent like 20 minutes trying to mess around with it, and I said piss on it, let's just figure out if we can get this line. So I put in the line that I needed. Turns out it's a complete different line from what they have in the machine. So now the fun part is to figure out how to fit it all and change things over to be able to fit back to factory. So we're gonna hop up there and check her out and get her in there. See what we can do. Yeah, so this line here, this is your DPD sensor, or part of it. This is your differential pressure sensor body. So this line from here to here, this side here with the threads were all stripped out on the actual fitting, on the old fitting. But this one, from what factory was to this, has been modified, I'm assuming. Or it was a later model and they updated the tubing for it, so now you get the updated kit, and now you gotta mess around and try to figure out what fits, what doesn't fit. But the issue I'm having now is that this rubber tube, they switched it from this elbow over to this side, and there's a little barb fitting that goes into here, and that little rubber tube connects into the barb fitting and into that steel hose there. So now I got to pull this line out, see what kind of fitting we got going on there, to see if I can go match up a barb fitting. Hopefully someone has it. If not, then we're waiting for parts again from our cat dealer, our local cat dealer. And then do a run up, we're trying to follow the Troubleshooting code because they've been having these issues for a while. So trying to just follow it step by step, just try to eliminate everything as I'm going. And then address some other issues that they have with this thing as well after that. But this is step one. Step one. There we go. Okay, let's see what I got in the truck. I feel like this is going to be like a thing specific. But we'll open up the truck and see what we got. Wait, sitting. Oh, you dirty bastard. Oh, great success. Now, where would you be? It's probably been robbed already too. The one canister's been robbed. Well, let's get this panel out of here. And I'll see if I can get up in there. Oy, oy, oy. Felix, I need a short person. If I get stuck, tell my wife I loved her. Yeah, I'm gonna get stuck. I can feel it. I freaking feel it. I'll pull this bar off first, though. Contortion. I can't get the hood up, so I gotta do something to see if I can get a part off of it. We get ourselves stuck for you. I don't even know if this is gonna work. There's another panel right there too. I could probably get in from there too. Actually, idiot. Taking all this stuff off, and there's probably this panel I can pull and I can get to it. Some guy online's probably going, why don't you just pull this? Because I'm a deer guy, not a cat guy, okay? A lot of pull that one too. That one has a plastic all the way up there though. Oh, there's a little panel right here I might be able to get into. First, let's try this, and then we'll go further if we need to. Think small. Think real small. Oh. Chest is too big. Oh, I can't even get to the backside. Coming out. I'll have to put that back together now. That's a later problem. I'm probably needing that one and that one. Oh. Probably not even having the size for this one. Nope. Whoop. All this work to not even know if I'm going to be able to do it or not. I'll be back. Think small. Ah! Victory! Oh, of course that one's not gonna come off. No, there's that one. I just want that part. So it's the next morning and we're still trying to with this. No, I'm just kidding. Aha! Victory is mine. So it turns out it has the fitting that I need. And the line. And it's got the right fitting. Maybe. We might be in luck. Okay, so I need that. We might be in luck there, fellers. I just gotta go grab all my extra that I need. I need that wrench, that. Okay. Parkour! I went through all this work for nothing if it doesn't work. In we go! It looks a little bit smaller than, yeah. This end works. Oh, it doesn't work. Lovely. I might need that line too. Something doesn't add up. I'm ready to accept defeat. Pull a Sam Kennedy and just start throwing swearing. This Oh, let's see what we can do. I mean, it's not ideal, but it gets you out of a pinch for right now. This is either metric or B. Goes into the sensor side. This is pipe. Thread pitch matches to a degree. People are probably cringing right now watching this, or future yous are probably watching this and cringing, but just to get my tests done, I think I'm just gonna do it and then pipe dope it. Hot dog in a hallway, baby. Okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go pull that fitting off, put this fitting back in, pull that hose off, put this fitting in. I'm gonna pipe dope the out of it. Maybe. I don't even need to. Maybe Teflon tape it. And then that should do the job. There. for right now. Get the new part coming in, which is this, just bigger. This is you. This is the guy she tells you not to worry about. So we'll do that. I'm gonna do that right now. Back to the other machine. Even if I tried going through that one panel, I maybe would have been able to get to it, but not enough to get to it. Oh yeah. Legs are getting tired. All right. This stuff is sick, actually. This Loctite 5452. I tried it at the one company I was working at, and I fell in love with it. I don't think I use Teflon tape anymore on anything. This stuff seals up nice. You don't have leaks, but no, this stuff works like a hot damn. Get them in nice big tubes. Fondle some tubes in your fingers. Oh. We run Loctite here at Blue Tech. It's good quality, good brand, good quality stuff. Maybe. No. Nope. You know what? We're gonna Teflon tape it. We're gonna just fill it with Teflon. And it might just seal up enough to get what we need to do today. At least test it. That's all I want to do is just test it. It's not textbook, but it's needed enough to seal. So I can run a test, and then should be able to do it. If this works, I'll be happy. It's not looking like it, Bobby. It's a little tighter. Oh. Oh. Don't like it, but put a little bit more on it. That should be fine. That should seal up. Get the right fitting later. So by the time I get to New Line and get back, it's gonna be like 5 o'clock, and we got about an hour drive home yet still. Give me something good, baby girl. Give me something good. This is called thinking outside the box. Sometimes you need to do that as a mechanic. Even if it's a little bit cringe. You do what you need to do sometimes. Part tags. Dealership part tags. Oh yeah, like a glove. Like a glove. Damn it, Bobby, we're gonna make it. There you go. Adjustable hammer. Click. That might just work. Not having fun if you can't laugh at yourself at the stupid shit you make up. Okay. Now I gotta get my computer out and plug it in and see if my calculation will work. Teflon on a pipe thread and a metric thread. It's a great invention. Cam's gonna watch this and be like, what the f are you doing? Engineering, Cam. Engineering. That's what I'll say. Okay. Bring all this down. Fire it up. See if we can run it up. See if we can get this thing to burn. So you can continue on the diagnostic. So what I've done so far is, can't remember, did I take a picture of the code that we got? The code is after treatment, insufficient temperature to complete regen. So it's not getting up to temp. And I'm thinking that part of this is part of the problem. Told me to check this, check for anything that's loose, anything like that, and that's what I found. That's where I stopped, because to go through a regen, it needs to have everything connected. Told me to check my heater line, which is for amps, which I think is this guy here. This guy here. And I was getting spec amps. I think it was for 24 volts. It's between 3.5 amps and 7 amps. And I think I was getting, I can't remember what I was getting there, but I was in the threshold. I was in the threshold. So check that out. That seems fine. Gonna try to run it through a burn and see if it completes a burn. If it completes a burn, then great. If it doesn't, then we'll go on through the thing. But the next step after doing the burn, it would say like replace ard head, which is this guy right here, which might come down to it, might not. We'll see. First, we need to deal with trying to get it through a burn first. Once we get it through a burn, then we'll be able to go further. But who knows? Fingers crossed. This might have just fixed our problem. And then we'll just make sure we get the proper fitting for it and throw the proper fitting into it, clean the threads out, slam her in, call her good. It's giving me a second code now of low after treatment number 1 secondary air pressure. So I think that fitting that we tried to put in didn't work. Killed it right away, or like it kicked it out of regen right away. So I'm gonna bring this fitting in to match it up to see if I can get it. It's a whole trying to just match everything up to make it work back to normal. So gonna bring this fitting in. We're gonna match up this side on at green line tomorrow morning. I also ordered the actual fitting for it, so that should be in at Finney or Caterpillar tomorrow around 11. So we might even just wait for that. But Tony and Cam are gonna converse and see what they want to do. But I've tested all the things that I could test the other day to get what I kind of narrow it down to 2 spots. And yeah, sometimes that's how the bread crumbles, I guess. Kind of sucks, but it's kind of what it happens sometimes. Trying to get stuff put together and fix things and re-calculate and un-calculate and re-calculate again, but it is what it is. It is what it is. So now I get to clean up and we can start our drive home. I just wish I could get this done. I hate it when jobs take too long. So we're in front of bruised knees over here. We're
trying out a name for it. We're just finishing my day up here. We're about to jump in the truck and head home. Finished off the day on this 336, trying to figure out the after treatment codes that we were having on it. My trick that I tried to get it to go through a burn didn't really work. Just kept kicking it out of the regen. So tomorrow morning I'm gonna get the proper fittings, and hopefully the rest of my parts show up for it, that I can finish it up and diagnose it fully. They've been having issues for a while, so I just kind of want to do it properly instead of leaving them high and dry and half fixing it, and 2 months down the road they have the same issue again. But yeah, thanks for coming along with me. I'm sure you guys will come along with me a lot more as this thing goes on, and enjoyed having you guys with me. I hope you enjoy the video. Like and subscribe, and like and subscribe. Tell your friends, tell your moms, your dads, your kids. We're gonna have some fun with this thing. So eventually we'll show off this thing. It's covered in bird right now, but eventually we'll show off this thing and show you the ins and outs of it. And yeah, till next time, blue tards.